What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of I Go to the Gym a Lot and Lift Crap. All right, so what's your intention for today's session? Strength, hypertrophy, or improving form? Well, I think it's a little bit of everything. You know, when you're going to the gym, you're going to want to get stronger. You're going to want to put your muscles under enough tension for a certain amount of time so that it'll grow. So I think a little bit of all that. Improving form, always working on form. Is there a specific lift you want to beat your previous performance on? No, not today. My lower back has been bothering me a little bit. It's because I think I've been doing too many lower back type movements like RDLs, bent barbell rows, heavy squats will put a strain on your back. So I'm thinking about mixing it up a little bit today. How's your grip feeling lately? Fatigued, solid, or needing some more focused work? That's the reason I use the wrist straps, because my grip is not as strong as my back is, and it never will be. So if you're not using wrist straps, I think you're missing out a little bit. Did you get quality sleep and nutrition yesterday to support a strong pull today? Yes. My diet was pretty solid. I got a good 8 hours of sleep, I think. So I think it'll be a good day. Are your lats and biceps feeling recovered, or do you need to adjust volume intensity today? Like I said, my lower back's bothering me a little bit, so I might have to make a little bit of an adjustment, but I don't think it's too serious. Any mobility or activation drills you plan to include during warm-up? No, my warm-up is going to be, I'm probably going to start with lat pull-downs unless it's taken lightweight, little heavier, until I get to my working weight, 1 or 2 minutes, and then lift. That's the plan there. What music or mindset is going to help you stay locked in today? I don't know. I have a workout playlist that I listen to all the time, so I think not a whole lot of that's going to change. But it is pull day, so we're going to get in there and we're going to make it happen. And I don't know why that truck drove so close to my car, but anyway, let's get in there and get this lift started. See you guys in there. there you have it. Pool day is complete. And it felt like a pretty solid workout. I'd say I was operating at about 90% if I had to guess. And I did just kind of, I guess I winged it a little bit as I went, but overall it felt like a good workout. So it's time for the post-workout questions. Which exercise felt the strongest today? Why do you think that was? The exercise that felt the strongest today was the lat pull downs. It was the strongest because it was the first exercise, and I really wanted to push it on my first. It was a tight grip. I've been liking the tight grip a little bit better here lately. I did 160 pounds with it, and I was able to do 10 reps, I think, on the first one. I did lower it on the next 2 sets, though. But overall, that one definitely felt the strongest. Did your grip or forearms limit any of your pulling movements? So I did use the wrist straps when I did dumbbell rows, and it kind of slipped a little bit, and I was using my forearm a little more than I wanted to. So I think I did leave a couple reps out there in the universe that I did not get to complete, but that is just fine. How was your mind-muscle connection with your lats and biceps? Everything felt good. I think that's the benefit of starting with a really heavy movement at first, and a movement you're comfortable with to engage whatever muscle you're working out with. Because once it gets fatigued, it's a lot easier to engage it, so I think that helps out a lot. What set pushed you the hardest mentally or physically? I want to say the last set of bicep curls I did, I really pushed it, and then I did a drop set with just a 45-pound bar, and I pushed it pretty far with that one, so I'd say that one, but it felt good. It made me feel good that I pushed myself that hard. Did you hit or miss any PRs or rep goals today? I mean, it was a pretty smooth workout, so I didn't really miss a whole lot. Was there any exercise that felt off or needs form review? No, not really. Everything felt good today. How's your post-workout pump noticeable in your back, arms, or both? For the most part, it was noticeable. I could definitely see some vascularity in my arms, and when I was posing down, I could see my back looked a little bit different, but I'm not lean enough to really see all the definition in my back. What's one adjustment you'd make for next pull day based on today's session? Make sure I get those wrist straps nice and tight on that dumbbell before I start slinging them rows. I think is something that'll definitely benefit me. So I gotta keep using the wrist straps so I can get 100% comfortable with them, because I haven't been using them that long. But I definitely do see the benefit of moving some heavy weight, because my forearms will never be as strong as my back. So you do need a little bit of assistance if you want to build a big back, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's solid, almost said back day, but solid pull day. Tomorrow is leg day. I'm excited about the way things are going. I'm going to keep on pushing. Going to really focus on this diet and just see where we go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for leg day. Don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. Never give up on yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow.